There I am. Hello. Welcome to Algo Hour. It is May 23rd, and I'm here with Ted. I think he's having a little bit of computer problems, but
Yeah,
I think we'll make it.
I was a little bit late. I apologize, but yeah, it's been super fun, super awesome. Hi, good to see you.
We have a new special guest this week, which I'm excited about. He's kind of a seasoned YouTube content creator, though, so we're really showing him the ropes on how organized a live show goes. I'm telling you. But we have CryptoForChange. Hey, welcome to Algo Hour.
Hey, it's good to be here. And also, you guys do way more stuff behind the scenes and getting ready for a show than me and JT and C will do for the next block. We literally get there and we're like, let's go. Ready, camera, action, go.
I love it. I do. I'm a little OCD. I'm not going to lie. But I've had a lot of fun learning how to let go a little, which is what a live show makes you do.
Yeah, it does.
So I smile so hard I cry half the time. I'm not gonna lie. By the end of the show, I'm like laughing and there's tears. It's a thing.
Yeah, we call it our Algo Hour authenticity. So
yeah, very authentic.
Sometimes we have our tech issues. Like today, I was a little bit late. My apologies. You don't even want to know what was going on with Luga, but all things considered, we've got it all situated here. IRL, thank you so much again for having us today. It's a great show. I know you've got a great set of things lined up, and it's going to be tremendous.
We're into episode 10. We have been doing Algo Hour for 10 weeks, which seems like nothing. I'm sure to David, because I know he's like 50 odd episodes. I was
just about to ask. I didn't get to ask before because we were figuring out the technical stuff. But yeah, I was about to ask how long have you guys technically been going now? Yeah, it feels like it's been forever since we started the next block, and even technically you could go back to when me and C Will really started the idea, which was, and what did we call it? It's crazy. I can't even remember. Man, it's slipping
you were
me.
Doing
but
before that too, though.
Yeah, it was me and C Will, and we called it Pardon the Crypto or something. That was the initial name or something. It was, so I'm a big sports fan. I love the shows PTI and which is a ESPN show called Pardon the Interruption. And so I was trying to make a play on words with Pardon the Crypto, and me and C Will actually started that. And then I don't know how long we did that. Maybe like a couple months, and then finally we brought JT in, and that's when we kind of started the next block, and then obviously it kind of grew into what it is now.
I love it. I think it's great. You guys really work well together.
Yeah, it definitely it's awesome having multiple hosts, because obviously if one person can't make it, you can still do the show. And then also I am not the best interviewer. I don't like really interviewing people. I used to do that when I started my own YouTube channel, CryptoForChange, and then I just got to the point where I hated it. I couldn't come up with good questions. I'm not like Cooper Daniels. Cooper Daniels is someone who he comes up with the great questions and can really entertain that. I just can't. So it works well with guys like JT, who are really smart and just can bring in those really good questions. And I'm there more for comic relief, I feel.
I love it.
Well, I can totally attest to that. Trust me.
Yeah, Ted's here. He does everything I really can't do. So he's great. It's great having a co-host.
In all seriousness, though, I think it's awesome that you guys have you've got such a great group. Will has literally carried me, so I can imagine how he's also probably carried you at some way.
Yeah, he's the energy.
Not as literal as me, but
yeah, Will's for sure the energy for our interviews. So definitely love having him. And like I said, it's like we literally all three balance each other so well, and that's what makes the show fun and why we keep doing it. So always looking for good guests. So if anybody on the here on watching the show has any ideas for good guests, shoot me a DM. We'll try to reach out and get them on.
I love that. Well, we're celebrating the milestone of being double digits, which I know 50 odd episodes in, you guys are long in the rearview mirror, but we have a giveaway. If you guys want to get in, you comment on the live chat. We're giving away a copy of A Brave New World from Book.io. Thanks, Book.io. They sent it back with MJ from the last event. So I appreciate them giving us a copy to give away. But yeah, throw your stuff in the live chat. We are going to do Starcast early this episode. So Felicia is coming up next. But it's not a hot seat unless there's a timer, right? You got to have a timer. So we have a new game we're going to play with you.
All right. I'm excited.
I'm going to give you 30 seconds. And you need to name all of the Algorand ecosystem projects you possibly can in that 30 seconds. We're going to give you an algo for every right answer. It's going to get tallied up throughout the show, and it will go to the project or organization of your choice at the end of the show.
This is when I need to have Elder's tweet pulled up of the Algorand ecosystem map.
Oh no, you don't have time for those shenanigans.
Wouldn't be the hot seat if it wasn't hot. So trust me here, I'm going to be ready right by your side tallying your answers. So
okay, 30 seconds.
I got Teddy here. He's going to help me be the judge and jury. But no pressure. Are you ready?
I know, right? Yeah, I guess.
All right, gets to listing.
All right, AlgoFi, Folks Finance, Algo Gator, Flemish Giants, Fractal Tamers. Oh shoot, this is where I'm going to really start to overthink the next block. Can I say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
PactFi, Yieldly, even though we don't talk about them anymore. I'm going to say the Recoup. That's something in the Algorand ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your hat?
Yeah, Mingos. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
We got what?
I'm
16?
awful. Yeah, I'm really bad at being coming up with things in my head fast. Like the games where you I can't even think of the game that you play as a kid growing up, but there's something very similar to that, and it's like I'm a nightmare at that.
How many did he get, Teddy?
Yeah, I got 8 is what I counted.
It probably that might be true.
I counted 16, but I might have counted one hand.
I'm gonna go with I like IRL's math more.
All right, we'll ask the people in the comments. How many did CryptoForChange name? Let us know. Teddy's one of us is really bad at counting, apparently.
I swore I was. I don't know. Maybe I got caught up in the answers and trying to help.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure you got 16. I don't know. Something like that. 8, 11, maybe that 5 counted twice.
Like I said, it's authentic here on the Algo Hour here. So it's not. Some people would call it amateur. We're gonna call it authentic. So
I love that. Unapologetically authentic for sure. I love it. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Good job. And what we're gonna do next. Anyhow, let me fill you in because I know you watch the show though. You kind of get what's gonna go on. We're gonna hear from Felicia for her Starcast. And then we're going to come back, check in with you, and see if we can't get you on some hosting duties and a little bit more hot seat.
All right, let's do it.
Hi. I'm Felicia. I'm a practicing tropical Western astrologer using whole sign house systems. We are no longer in slow and steady Taurus season. We moved from earthy Taurus to airy Gemini. The sun moved into Gemini on May 21st and will stay in Gemini until June 21st, 2023. Throughout this time, the traits of the twin sign may feel especially dominant in our moods, our whims, and our actions. And because Gemini is the go with the flow, mutable sign, all of the above may be in for some change. Thankfully, that change will likely feel good because Gemini is fun, lighthearted, outgoing, it's scattered. And we can expect those qualities to infuse its spring into summer season because the mutable signs gets us ready to change from spring into summer. We were just in spring, well, we still are in spring, Taurus season. Taurus brings us along spring. Everything is growing, blooming, flowers are growing. And then now we are getting ready to go into summer. And Gemini gets us ready for that change to go to the next season. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It's the planet of communication. So it's no surprise that the sign is witty and chatty. And air sign Gemini is also brainy, curious, and they have a dual nature. Which colors the overall mood of its season, ready for adventure, spontaneity, even if it's just for the sake of the plot. This season, Gemini season is usually all about learning. No matter your own zodiac, try to learn something new every Gemini season. This could be a very literal interpretation, no matter, like crack open some books and deep dive into a subject that you're really into, that you really like. Maybe you're doing a lot of traveling, meeting new people, or even having some deep talks with people you're around on a day-to-day basis. Gemini season brings a spotlight of our relationship to our mind, on the power of our thoughts and words, on the importance of conscious communication, and the value of ongoing learning. While the fixed Earth sign Taurus is concerned with consolidating structure and building foundations, Gemini is about opening up to discover something new, embracing diversity, and learning more about ourselves by interacting with our immediate surroundings. The beginning of Gemini season ignites our willingness to be out and explore life and engage in conversations and have new experiences. It is a time of expansion of our network, of exploration of new social settings, of refinement of our communication skills. It is a discipline of being more open to interacting with others and just see what happens from there. So what does it mean for you? What does Gemini mean for you? I will go through all zodiac signs briefly and what area of life. Well, your horoscope if you don't know it. Then look for your sun sign, the sign you already know yourself as. Isn't that interesting? We all know our sun sign. Anyways. So starting with Air highlights your third house of communication, information, offering you more flowing conversations. If you're dating, this realm of life could get a boost too as a result. Not only are you feeling more social, but you're also feeling more intelligent and open-minded. If you spend time sharing ideas and cultivating new ones during Gemini season, you'll be so impressed by what you'll come up with. Taurus, the Gemini sun is moving through your second house of money and self-esteem. You're ready to evaluate what's happening. You're ready to evaluate what's supporting you and giving you confidence. You're moving toward a destined turning point in your life with Jupiter in Taurus. Joining forces with the North Node on June the 1st, shining a light to who you were always meant to be. So Taurus, spend time embracing and getting to know who that person is. Geminis, happy solar return. The sun is going through your first house of self and identity. This will make it much easier to be yourself right about now. So take advantage of that energy by just keeping it moving. You don't necessarily have to know where you're headed, but putting yourself out there, trying new things is a better route for you than just staying stagnant. Ideally, the clarity will just come a little later. For Cancer risings, the sun is moving through your 12th house of spirituality and inner reflection. It may feel as though you're reaching the end of your limit. You're ready to slow down and take a break. Take your ego out of needing time for yourself, because healing in solitude and embracing introspection is a necessary part of life. When one forgoes rest for too long, their mental health suffers, especially if they've been off the healing process. Just remember, you are worth so much more than your hopes and dreams, shining its light on your humanitarian and revolutionary side. Now, this is the time to be a leader we all need, guiding us towards something that will save us and free us. Now it is a time, you know when you care about something deeply, that means there's many other people out there who cares just as much as you do. So Gemini season wants you to find that. Virgo, it's a great time to turn your focus towards your career, because the sun in Gemini is touching your 10th house of work and reputation. You may find that you're more motivated to get everything done and to do so at the best of your ability, but try not to let your detail-oriented nature slip into imperfection. Remember that complete is sometimes better than perfect. Libra, this is going through your ninth house of philosophy and expansion, encouraging you to experience all there is to experience. If you're thinking about re-enrolling into school, returning to your studies, or simply diving into a subject you're passionate about, this is your sign to do that. Scorpio, the sun activates your eighth house of transformation. It's a wonderful time to focus on your personal growth, intimacy, and embracing change. You'll adopt an inward looking mindset, becoming more curious about exploring the inner workings of your psychological makeup, working on yourself, and also learning the lesson of asking others for support when you need it most is key. And Sagittarius, this is in your seventh house of partnerships. Consider your platonic, romantic, and business-related relationships and how you might tend or strengthen them. If you're currently unpartnered, devote some time thinking about what your partner might look like if you desire one, and how they might fit into your life. Capricorn, this is in your sixth house of health, wealth, and routines, pushing you to examine how you might reprioritize yourself in order to tend your mental and physical well-being. Aquarius, this is in your fifth house of romance, self-expression, reminding you that life is absolutely worth living even when it's hard. During Gemini season, you are way more likely to fall in love or indulge in a steamy affair. You're also more likely to create your next artistic masterpiece. This is in your fourth house of home and family. And now is a time to think big when it comes to creating the home of your dreams and strengthening your sacred place. If you remind yourself who your real family is and know how you can be a better family member to those who consider you theirs, no matter what. Gemini season always encourages you to nurture and spread love. And that's it. You can find me on Twitter, Felicia.algo. Join Wong Crew Discord to learn astrology and more. We also have an active MIA giveaway on wompcrew.algo Twitter. Check it out. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for listening. See you next week.
I love it. I love the Womp Crew. They're really nice. I just got in the Discord not that long ago. And yeah, I just dig the whole vibes there. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of interesting because recently, like I've like my entire life growing up, I've never really like looked at astrology or like study the stars or anything like that. But the last like 2-3 weeks, I have dove into that more. I've actually like put my phone down and like tried to actually like study and like research more of it, and even to the point where like yesterday I was studying this crystal, right, called I hope I get it right. If not, Felicia could probably tell me right. Moldavite. It's either Moldavite or Moldavite or something like that. But anyways, I heard about it, and so I was like, ooh, I'd like to go like hold it, right? And so I literally went to this crystal shop, put it in my hand, and like I'm not even joking when I tell you, I could feel the energy of that crystal in my hand. Like
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
I am not I am like, and this is coming from someone who's like I've never really like experienced any of this stuff or I got into it, but like I don't even know if it was like a tingling sensation. I don't even know what it was. And it wasn't even a big piece of Moldavite or something, but it was like maybe the size of like 2 dimes, like, length. And so, yeah, it was crazy. And then the guy brought the book over and I read what Moldavite was. And it's really funny because the past like 2 months, I mean, really more than that, almost my whole life, like I've always been someone who worries about just my financial future, right? So especially for my family, like trying to be the one who's always has all the answers and like always worried about that. And apparently that stone is supposed to help fight that urge to want to control your financial future and always like watch out for it. So it's just weird that like out of all the crystals like I could possibly like go to, like that one is the one I went and held, and it like I swear to you, like I put it in my palm of my hand and it did something. So
Okay.
it's actually something I want to get. Go ahead.
Are those gemologists that do the crystals, or is there a name for?
I don't know. I mean, I maybe they. I mean, obviously it's like crystals and gems, but I don't really know. I guess what the study of, probably would be like gemology or something, study of gems or something, or crystals. Felicia would probably know. She's she's probably like,
Felicia, if you have an answer, you can patch it in.
Yeah,
Just go ahead
you
and yell
can
it in
tell
her
us.
ears.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know they were.
Okay.
I don't think that crystals and astrology are necessarily hand in hand, but maybe coming soon to a segment on Algo Hour, we'll get CryptoForChange, the gemologist, in here to tell us what we should have in our pockets.
Yeah, I would have
because
to.
none
I'd
of
have
us
to
have
do a lot of
fiat.
research there.
I love it. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Felicia is filling us in that she knows a little bit about it, but she really likes going and looking for them, which is, I would be into that. I like the outdoors. All right. Well, we have another challenge for you.
All right.
Coming up, we are going to do a couple things, but you have some homework. We're going to put you on the hot seat again.
All right.
And while we do our news and sports and commercial break, we want you to get on Twitter and flex 2 of your best NFT flexes using our hashtag NFTflextime for our Fast Flex Challenge. We will judge you during the Flex Time segment, and you'll have an opportunity to earn another 10 algo for each of those flexes if the fashion police agree that it's a good flex.
So just my 2 favorite NFTs.
You can flex whatever you want. Sometimes I get
we don't have a theme this week.
Things.
In future weeks we might have themes or something like that. But yeah, just really whatever you're feeling, whatever you think is going to give you the best repertoire or response from.
Does it have to be one that I own, or is that
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to make sure.
NFT you don't own.
I was going to be a lot more nice, and IRL just comes in with the
no,
with the heat. Okay, never mind.
You should own it if you flex it, unless you
I will
made
make sure I own it and flex it.
All right, so you got some homework.
Flex time. You got say the hashtag once more.
Hashtag NFT Flextime.
Okay.
And yeah, we're gonna look at them a little bit later on in the show. We bring Luga in and Felicia in, and all of us are gonna judge you. No, it'll be fun. And anybody else who wants to flex their NFTs, they can post them to Twitter. We normally kind of run through them and talk about it a little bit. Hey, look at my fun subscriber button. Thanks, Spencer, for subscribing.
There we go.
I forgot that I put that in there because it's been a minute since we've had a live subscriber that I've noticed. So thank you. Oh, that's Frugal Frog. Hey, buddy. I'm so glad you came. I did notice you didn't do your Algo active this week, but that's okay. All right. Coming up, news, then sports.
Sports. That's what I got today. Going to quickly go through the highlights, and then I'll get us going on to the overall brackets. We've got Jokic winning the Magic Johnson Western Conference Finals MVP trophy award. That's the first of its kind. That's the first he's ever had. He'll toss that in his trophy closet that he always does, like SpongeBob, where he just opens the door and everything's just flooding out. He doesn't really care. Looking forward next, we've got the Heat taking on the Boston Celtics, looking to close that out tonight in Miami. So they've already done the hard part, working away from home. I know all of us Algorand marketing fans are looking and hoping that Boston's going to be able to pull this out. We need some more banner ads and TD Ameritrade. And lastly, we have a great series going on in the NHL. We've got Sam Reinhart with the lone goal, making the Florida Panthers up 3-0 in their improbable playoff run. Following it up, we've got the Stars, who have slipped behind, down 0-2, but they have an opportunity to take the series back at home starting tonight. all that and more. But first, let's start off with the NBA stuff. So going back here, we've got the overall bigger, wider bracket. And as you can see, it's really something surprising here. No one really expected or anticipated the Miami Heat to come through and be up this much by this, by this margin, essentially. 3-0 against the Boston Celtics was certainly unexpected. And everyone and their grandmother at ESPN thought that the Lakers were going to completely demolish the Nuggets. So to go and see a complete reverse of that happening is a really good slap in the face. Nuggets coach Michael Malone actually quoted and said this: "You can stick that up your pipe and smoke it." So there's a whole lot of aminosity and judgment for being overlooked and being kind of the stepsister of the NBA for a while. Heading on over to the Eastern Conference, we've got Jimmy Butler continuing a master class performance here en route to a finals clash with my Denver Nuggets. While Jokic is leading the playoffs in points, rebounds, and soon to be rebounds and assists, Jimmy Butler is definitely leading the playoffs on his overall impact. Leading his Miami Heat undrafted players to the finals is such an improbable way. It's all but kind of concluded, I should say, that they will make it to the finals. No team has ever made it back. Up 3-0, they're down 3-0, excuse me. It's now 150-0. So is the record. There's going to have to be some significant historical precedent there. I don't know. I hope so. I hope that the Miami Heat can kind of pull this out, but I'm not really afraid if they have to take their time. The finals are a set date. They start on June 1. If Miami manages to pull this out, they're going to be hosted in Denver starting June 1 and going every other day, or excuse me, every second day. So we'll have game 1 on the first, and then the 4th, and then the 7th, and the 9th. Or so on. Might have gotten one of those dates wrong. But with that said, looking on over to the NHL, the hockey bracket here, we've got a quite interesting dilemma here. Dallas is down 0-2 in their series, not able to get past Adin Hill, even though they've scored 5 goals so far. Their 2 overtime losses are just been absolutely detrimental, with even a game tying goal in the game 2 series with just a minute and a half left. Just absolutely heartbreaking heart dropper for the Stars, who are really looking to steal one on the road. Not all hope is lost for them yet. They've had 2 close games, and they get to bring the series back to Dallas, where they can really push on out in front of a home crowd. I believe in a lot of the other players on that team. I'm looking through some of their roster right now. Jake Ottinger, excuse me, their goalie, has performed very as good as you can get. So it's really going to come down to Dallas's ability to keep getting these kind of one-off opportunities that they've been so proficient at all year. Looking over on the Vegas side, I think it's going to be a defensive showdown. They are great on the break, and I think ultimately they're the favorite to win the entire cup. Looking at the other 3 remaining teams. Florida Panthers, obviously underwhelmed all season long. Were kind of a team that didn't think they had it going on. Almost their South Florida counterparts in the NBA, the Miami Heat, have suddenly just flipped a switch once the playoffs turned on and have been dang near unstoppable. Carolina Hurricanes had nothing going on last night, and I don't think they're going to really have much going on tomorrow. IRL's smiling at me, but that's the truth. I mean, here I am talking about Hurricanes and Stars and Panthers and whatnot, but no, it's Felicia that has the more fantastical segment, not me. I think that's kind of all I've got right now. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a quick wrap up, in my opinion, on the Eastern front. This Western Conference, we'll see tonight if it's going to go longer than 4 or 5 games. If Dallas is unable to really get a foothold at home, then it's going to be like the NBA, where I think we're going to kind of know who our contenders are really quickly, and we'll have a week as the sports media to really go and talk and dissect and really analyze everything. So we'll see. That's kind of all I've got. Coming up next, we've got Who's Active Right Now with the one, the only Luga, CryptoForChange, and of course IRL to really boss him around. That's all I've got over there.
Welcome, everyone, to Who Is Active right now. We've got C for C in the house, and we are just stoked to share our newest muscle building techniques for secret gains in your portfolio and your physical health. Oh, yeah, your portfolio of your body.
That's what we really need.
That's what we really need, right? Like, who needs money when you're fit?
And we got Coop Coin for money.
Oh my, do we have Coop Coin? Whew, freaking out. Anyway, fitness, right. So last week we did frog jumps. I don't know if you got in on that, C for C. I'm a little sad I didn't see you on the beach just hippity hopping.
Yeah. I did not.
You did not, yeah.
I did not.
I was heartbroken. And you let me and Mark win.
And I should have, because I even have a Pepe. I even have a Pepe Frog profile picture. I should have been hopping.
You have a Pepe Frog and you couldn't hop? Wow. C for C.
Honestly, I probably was hopping, chasing my son, but I just didn't get it on the camera.
It counts. That is points. But anyway, we both won, and we decided to push because apparently we're nice. I don't know.
That makes sense.
So this week with the Turkish Get Up, you're gonna have a chance at 200 algo, I believe a Haram Boy NFT, a Scully Friend NFT, and if you did 5 of them, you get 5 million Pepe. So insane options. Just super stoked, and not that ton of entrants. I think we had like 10 people or so. A lot of great folks showed up. Felicia with the what was that, Mr. Jelly? Mr. Jelly is adorable there. I don't know how you got him to be so like calm.
Yeah, I don't definitely could not get my dog to do that.
I tried with my kids.
He's 15 though, so he would definitely be pretty mad at me if I tried benching him like that while standing up.
That's adorable though. Had a lot of great fun with the Turkish Get Up. I think it might have been a little too complicated for people, but it was good to see everybody getting involved. Whole families. Can't tell who that is, but they're crushing it. Oh, I missed Dale. I'm glad he showed up. A lot of people.
Dale is always super active.
He really is. He could win. Not that there's a win, but I feel like he could win if he wanted to.
My wife is trying to get me more active, so this is something that needs to be done. I need to be more #algo active.
Yeah, this is the perfect way to do it. I mean, you just take 5-10 minutes, stand up a couple times with a coffee cup or a weight or a beer. I mean, it's a win. It's great to watch. The whole crew. I like how you all are always outside. I'm a little jealous.
I know. I feel like I'd make a lot of people really jealous with all mine being on the ocean, but
yeah. Do you like live on the beach? Is that why you're always there?
Yeah, we live right across the street.
That is incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I need some beach algo active. It's almost hot girl summer. I need a hot C for C summer.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that. Yeah, it's in progress.
Summer pod's coming up.
Yeah,
I love to see it. But yeah, so you've got like 20-ish minutes to do Turkish Get Ups. If you're still watching, still want a shot at any of these, was it 4 amazing prizes? Just stand up a little bit, pick up those weights or no weights at all. Do it with a coffee cup. But for this week, we're going to do planks. Just taking it right down to basics. What I love about the plank is you can kind of decide how difficult it is. If you move your elbows down, it's going to be easier. You're going to be tighter to your core. You move your elbows up, or even go up to your hands, and it's going to be even more intense. So you can kind of like decide how intense of a exercise you want it to be, and crank out X amount of seconds and enjoy it. You can even do a little active with it, a little up and down, and we get the obliques active as well.
I saw a meme that was kind of really funny about planking, and it was showing like a human doing it, and it was like 5 minutes saying, like it's really hard or something, or 2 minutes long, it's really hard. And then the other side showed a wiener dog, and it was like lifetime. It's like, get on my level. Like lifetime. Always planking.
Right? I mean, the core strength's got to be insane of a wiener dog. I'm jealous.
You would hope.
But yeah, get your planks in. Enjoy Be active.
I would get a good plank with the sun setting. That I promise that will be my submission for this week's hashtag Algo Active. So you will see it.
I love it. Need to see for see. All right, I'll stick around with us. Coming up, we got a commercial break and then NFT flex time.
This is your commercial break. This is where you, the audience, or anyone else can support the show. It wouldn't be authentic Algo Hour without a technical difficulty. But this is where you can control the show or support it. I mean, winged and scripted commercial breaks start at $20. Go ahead and contact IRL.algo on any of her socials to go ahead and get involved. First up, I've got a wonderful ad for the Tiny Bourbon Horse Ventures. Yes, that's right. Bourbon is available here. This is the second bottle in the Tiny Bourbon Horse Ventures collection, Lee W. Sinclair's Folly. This bourbon is a 4-grain strain bourbon whiskey with a mash bill of 60% corn, 17% wheat, 13% oats, and 10% caramel malt. Double pot distilled and aged by a Spirits of French Lick in Indiana on the right side of the river. Lee's Folly is a 96.9% spirit that showcases what grain and yeast can do in the hands of a master distiller. The expertly cut juice is melded and commingled with for 4 years in a 53-gallon number 2 char medium toasted American oak barrel to produce a deep amber hued whiskey that's pleasing to the eye with legs that seem to run forever. Some tasting notes here. You're going to have a vanilla and baking spice with a lingering stone of fruit sweetness, reminiscent of a baker's kitchen around the holidays. Kind of with a palate, flavors vanilla and spice with notes of caramel and cherry and a hint of an earthy nut taste. And with a really creamy, oaty mouthfeel finish that coats the tongue, lingers pleasantly, and before finishing with that slight warmth from that higher proof. Shipping today, tinybourbonhorseventures.xyz. Go ahead and get your bottle. Next, we've got a interesting. I don't even know how to classify this ad, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of sing it. Listen up, it's time to get the hype about a man named Agash. He's the type to sponsor a spot on the Algo Hour with Pepe Coin. He's got the freaking power. Pepe Coin is where it's at, rising in value like a rocket launch pad. Agash knows what's up. He's got his bags packed and he's ready to freaking erupt. He's involved in the ecosystem with that Rand company. He's got the wisdom to make moves, shake things up. Agash, he's ready. He's on the come up. Pumping the bags is what he does best. With Pepe Coin, he's ahead of the rest. He's got the hashtag AlgoFam by his side, ready to take us on this crypto ride. So if you want to get in on the action, follow Agash for satisfaction. With Pepe Coin and the hashtag AlgoFam crew, you'll make bank before you even knew. Thank you so much. And once again, feel free to contact IRL for any sort of sponsorships and stuff like that. And coming up next, we've got the Flextime.
Hello. Let's get everybody in here. Did you do your homework, CryptoForChange?
I did. And Ted, do you write the raps?
This was a last minute kind of thing. I do a little bit of everything. Yeah. It's all TED Technology Incorporated.
Okay.
So it's a fun time. Definitely, I have them all written down though. For the first or second time, I try to just ad lib it.
Yeah.
And when you have it written down, it's a lot easier to kind of read it off. But yeah, shout out to Agash. Thank you so much for his very late sponsorship. He got it in about, I think, like an hour before showtime, so it was a little bit rushed. But appreciate
Agash
it.
is the Pepe King for the Algorand community.
Absolutely is. I appreciate everything that he's done when it comes to bridging that liquidity and really empowering a lot of the other people to make, you know, $2, $3, $4 transactions of a coin without really having to blink about the fees involved with that.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell it's meme coin season? We're on an NFT Flextime. You guys, it's all right. It's all good. I love the Pepe. And it's a great transition because check out these flexes. Let's see what we got here. We got a pixel Pepe. Is that what that is?
Oh yeah. It's my current profile picture. I feel like it's just it's there because it's judging you if you don't hold Pepe. Like look into Pepe's eyes, and he is judging you if your wallet does not hold Pepe, especially if it does not hold Pepe on the Algorand blockchain. He is judging you even harder.
I like it. He's giving you the
avoid his
eye.
gaze because I don't hold it.
And then it looks like we've got a acid skin mingo.
Yeah, and the cool story behind that one is that was when I actually won from Shadow.algo, which I don't know if he's actually still super active in the space. I've not heard from him in a while, but the dude, like when I was, he helped our team get to Dubai as well. He was a really big help in helping fund that trip and our raffle that we did and whatnot. But dude's like, you know, he's building like schools or something in underdeveloped countries somewhere and doing a lot of other cool stuff. And so like, he's just someone who like I would love to meet someday in person, probably. But like, this is like, and honestly, this NFT is what kind of gave me Algorand NFT fever. I won it, and of course, my initial thought was because this is at the time I won it. You know, assets Gidmingos were going for, you know, I could have maybe sold it for a good chunk of money. I ended up holding on to it, and I decided I wouldn't sell it just because it kind of got me to look more into the NFTs. Because at first I was just all about DeFi. I wasn't really. I mean, maybe I was buying a few here and there, but after that is when I really started buying like tons of NFTs and really trying to support, you know, different creators and different projects like Fractal Monsters, Flemish Giants, and stuff like that in the space. So,
all right,
that's the reason why I chose those two.
We're gonna take it to the panel. We're tough as nails here.
All right.
Let's see, Ted, what do you think of these flexes?
Well, you know, I like the jersey on that Pepe there. Is that a Bulls jersey? It looks like
that it leaves a little to the imagination, you know.
I like that. It could be anything. It could be USC with Bronny. It could be a Bulls jersey with Michael Jordan. It could be anything. And also, I really like the neck brace on the Mingos. I think it gets a lot of hate, but
neck brace is the number one trait.
I really like just how it kind of brings a 3D component to what's normally a bland version. Like, no one really pays attention to a neck. I don't know. We neck it around.
I agree. I have been very vocal about how I think the Mingo's best trait is the neck brace, and they did it the best. I feel like out of, you know, I've seen it on some other collections, but I just think the Mingo's neck brace, it's really good. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them. At one point I had, I think, a few more, but I think I've since, you know, I've flipped a few and bought more. So I think right now I have either 2 or 3 with the neck brace trait.
All right, you approve, Teddy? All right, Luga, what do you think?
Ooh, I mean, I'm not happy that Pepe's judging me. You know, looking into my soul and critiquing. You know, but I can't be too mad at that. You know, I don't hold you, you don't hold me. You know, okay, safe relationship. And then the Mingo, I mean, that's beautiful. Who doesn't love a good shadow story? The guy just dropped, you know, power on all of us. Is lovely. So yeah, I'll give you the flame. All
right, fire. Felicia.
Oh, those are a couple of good flexes. One by Pepe. I love the mango. I had 2 mangoes at one point. I kept one, and right before, was it Mostly Friends launch? Right before it, I sold the mangoes, and I've been kicking myself in the foot since then. But good flexes. I only have one. I think I'm only ever gonna have one.
You should at least try to get 3 Mostly Friends, because one day you'll be able to make a best friend. That's gonna be awesome.
No. Yes, that's awesome. Great flexes. I have a Pepe as my PFP right now on Twitter, but hell yeah.
I think, did JPEG Judas do all of the pixel Pepes?
Pretty much. This one I did buy from D13, or at least he had it on auction. I think it was like right when Exim Market started accepting Pepe as currency to be able to buy NFT. So I bought it with Pepe. But I want to say he did create these as well. It was kind of early on when we were all in the big group chat and the DM chat and whatnot, and he was just starting to get back into creating that artwork. So pretty sure it's him.
Shout out to JPEG Judas on that. I know they've been popular. Stacy's rocking one as her PFP. Oh, I haven't checked to see if she changed it, but I saw the tweet that she posted about it. So, I mean, I think you can't go wrong with Mingo, and I think you can't go wrong with a good up and coming, series.
Pepe is it's still gonna be like, I feel like the craze that'll come from it is gonna be bigger than what we saw. I don't know when it's gonna come, but when it comes, I think it'll be bigger than what we saw with like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and those things.
So too. Especially because Pepe, like normies know Pepe.
Oh yeah.
Versus like
the day
Doge. It's like the crypto community kind of knows what they are and can joke with it. But Pepe has been around as a meme forever. So I feel like it's a great way to get people who aren't into crypto into crypto, Anyway.
For sure. I mean, when I was giving out Pepe to a few people and like helping them get Algorand wallets set up, no one's creating Shiba Inu memes anymore. Like, why is that thing still even in the top 15? No, like maybe you could say there's people creating Doge memes, but not like there was. Like, obviously, it's a matter of time. But even when I was helping people create their wallets, I was like, "Do you know what Pepe is?" And they were like, "Have you heard about the Pepe coin?" And they're like, "No, I've not heard of the Pepe coin." They're like, "But you're talking about the little frog, like the little green frog?" Like, people who are not crypto native know who Pepe is. That's the reason why I would say, in my humble opinion, that it's going to, it's going to have a big, time. It'll have the limelight. Obviously, it's not financial advice. I'm not saying go, dump all your money into Pepe or anything like that. Hold some for the fun of it if you want. But it's going to be fun whenever that market does flip.
All right. So everybody agrees. You've got some good flexes. We'll add another 10 algo for each of those fast flexes to your pot for the episode. It's a reminder that I'll go to a project or organization of your choice. Let's see what else is hot, out and about in the NFT Flextime here. Lassie's flexing some pixel squirrels. I gotta check back in with that project. I know originally it had something to do with charity, so I bought a ton of them, and I haven't really been following very closely. So I'm a little guilty. I need to check back in, I think, with the
There's so many like projects on Algorand that are doing great things. It's like it's one of those things where it's hard to really support them all just because of how fast it's growing.
Seafolk had their V3 drop. It's all over. I know I flexed one, Marine's flexing one here. Luga with the horses. Love it.
Love the horses. I had to put the flexing Hulk Hogan for flex time too. It just needed to happen.
It's so much fun. And then I love this little collab project. It's like the Bourbons and the dragons, and it's really cute. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I saw them post. Here's my flexes. I'm rocking my PFP right now, and then I had changed it because I didn't own the boxing one, and I really wanted it, but I was applying enough adequate peer pressure to get it off ice. And I got it, but for a while I had stuff. I've got a lot of stuff set in my sights right now in the algo space. I feel like our show's gotten to a level where I can really. I'm proud of everybody and that's on it. I'm proud of our show, and yeah, we've got stuff. We've got our sights set on some good stuff in the space. So that was one of my flexes. You guys got any Yetis?
I'm Yeti-less.
Oh man,
I don't have any either.
Betty.
I'm in love with the Bettys. There's a few Yetis that I really like.
I see Algo Yeti in the chat, and I want to give a quick shout out to him for or them for coming on in and supporting and I think you're doing right by them.
I love it. I love them. I've been in the project a long time. I remember shuffling my first one through they do the Twitter shuffles a lot. I don't know, it must be over a year ago, a year and a half maybe. I don't know. Someone in the I bet Yeti knows when I got my first Yeti because he knows everything. You can be like, who owns this one? And be like, this person. It's really faster than looking it up on the blockchain even, I feel like, most of the time. So that, I flexed my gator that I picked up.
Nice.
I like Algeezy's art. I like that there's some utility behind it.
And that's utility for like a lifetime, right?
Lifetime worth of utility. And then there's that sea folk that I pulled.
Nice.
That was my favorite one that I got. Let's see here. A little Eddie. I like the Eddies. Oh, and some Vlad. That's a good one, Luga.
Oh, yeah. I really like that one.
I don't want to
I'm a
brag,
Sarah fan,
but
so.
I won a really great sunflower Vlad piece. In the G-Rap Discord playing some poker last Sunday.
You won playing poker? You kept talking how terrible you were.
I've never really played other than like
Turned
maybe
into
in
an
college here
NFT
and there.
FlexTime into an IRL.
Yeah.
We can always flex
Just
IRL,
so
okay?
quickly here.
They're worthy
Well,
of being
and I
flexed.
won an NFT from Vlad. Well, not from Vlad, of
Okay,
Vlad.
sorry. I'm the jealousy is really seeping out right now. If you can't tell, so
You
Eddie
are
just
Vlad? I
tunes
can
me
feel
out.
that.
salty.
I got you.
I love it. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. We had Mark on the show, and so yeah, I picked up a super gem so I could try to play in this poker thing. I really am not very good at it. I haven't played a lot, but it's a lot of fun, and I like him winning. It's beginner's luck, I'm sure, but I'm gonna enjoy it.
He's been beating everybody off the table.
I will take those JPEGs from y'all, no problem. But yeah, so I can't, Felicia, you got me into that. It's been a fun, since I started doing the show, it can feel a little bit like work when I'm sitting in front of my computer because I should be uploading our segments for this week and doing stuff. So the poker feels like a nice little break where I'm like not doing research for NFTs and I'm not like watching a meme coin chart. It's been like a fun little break, and I have a really good time making a lot of the pro poker players in our Algo fam very nervous. It's a good time. I'm not gonna lie. Alrighty, let's see. Finishing up the flexes. We're back to last week's, I think. We got Yamos. Okay. All right. Well, y'all, if you want to see us talk about your flexes, make sure you use the FlexTime hashtag NFT Flextime hashtag. Make sure you use the hashtag NFT Flextime hashtag. I don't know how to say that sentence any better, I guess, but use that because that's what we look at for the show. It just helps them keep everything all in one place. It's lots of fun. We added to CryptoForChange's pot. We have one more game to play with him.
All right.
And we'll wrap up the show.
Bang, bang, boom.
Thanks, Luga.
I'm ready.
Thanks, Felicia.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. You were not doing too shabby.
Yeah, well, at least the second one picked me up a little bit. I got a lot of fire for my NFT flexes, so that kind of picked up for my maybe not as my inability to recall my memory of everything Algorand.
Well, here I am. I'm willing to offer you a drink of the Genesis TinyHorse Bourbon Ventures. So I want to give a shout out to Loaf Pickle, Stillwater, Roadie, and all the other great, famous, awesome people over there that are doing that. So you've done amazing this week. I appreciate you coming on here too, David, and it's been awesome.
Yeah,
IRL,
we got my favorite game to go. I'm such a nerd. I love the Limerick challenge that PBR, public radio does. So if you're familiar at all, we'll give you 10 algo for each right answer here. We've got 3 limericks for you.
All right.
Kind of get your brain working. I'm not the best test taker, so I get it. But yeah, huge shouts to the people. I mean, this show is a gigantic group lift. There is a lot that goes into it, and I couldn't do it without a bunch of people. Teddy kills the commercial breaks every time. He makes it so much fun. We've integrated the sweet sports section, which does not speak to me personally at all, but I love that you guys love it. So that's really great. Felicia is teaching me all about the stars, and I swear, like you were saying about being more conscious of it and learning a little bit, every week I stop and I think I'm playing right into the universe's hands. Like Felicia said that this was going to happen. So I don't know. And then Luga's just a hoot. I really just think he's a good time. So, beyond that, we have sponsors like NF Domains and Rand and NifGen and Basic Belinda Project and AlgoBots and Chris Swenner. Yeah, I'm so bad at does that ever get easier, CryptoForChange? You don't really do the pointing, do you?
No, I don't. we also don't have as many sponsors as you guys. We really only have like one sponsor, which is NF Domains. I think we only have one. We've been talking about getting more, but it makes it really easy. We just shout out NF Domains.
Well, ours are $50 a month. They're kind of, on the value plan, right?
Hey.
And it's really great. It helps fund the show. And I'm sure you guys know there's like subscriptions for everything you need between like audio subscriptions, video subscriptions, streaming subscriptions. And I'm subscriptioned out, but it is really great that we get a lot of support like that. We get ad space support. Like this week we had Agash. Last week, Chris Swenner sponsored an ad. And then we had TinyHorse Bourbon Ventures. It's just, I always say it's a group lift.
Algo Gators.
I couldn't wouldn't want to do it without you guys.
And I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just really exciting and awesome for me to kind of go and you have the different levels of community uplift, and being able to go in my contribution in terms of trying to go and not only entertain the audience but also actually inform you guys of whatever it is that we need to advertise. I do think we pretty much take everything, but it is really awesome to go and see just like, okay, like this is where the impact is. It's not just some nameless, faceless BetterHelp or Buffalo Wild Wings or some other random advertisement that we're trying to go through here. We're 1, 2, 3 on family. That's what it is.
Has purpose behind each one.
Yeah, and everybody has their own level and how they feel comfortable getting involved in the show. There's a lot of great people who just jump in the group live chat every week and hang out and talk with us, and that's great.
Yeah, it's crazy how many people will actually just come and support. I mean, we've had, like I said, we've been doing our show for 50 something weeks, and it's like we still have people from the very beginning who still come, and spend maybe not the full hour, 30 minutes or so, talking it up. So it definitely it's awesome to see.
Yeah, it's fun, and I say it all the time, but I couldn't and wouldn't do it alone. So shouts to the group lift. It's such a good time. It's good vibes. We're going to play our last game. I'm going to assume that you're going to make it out of this game alive and in one piece.
I hope so.
Because at the end of the
My
game,
son hopes so. He's going to wake up. So
we're going to let you do an elevator pitch. So show us what you got. We'll get you warmed up, though, here with these limericks. Let's see here. First one. In Algorand's realm, take a peek. NFT data, it does seek. Tracking sales with flair, organizing with care by traits, it helps collectors geek.
I would say ASAlytic. Is that
right? Okay. Asalytic. Good job.
Vigilant's
I don't know why
guy.
I love Villian.
Villian. I call him Vigilant because he's vigilant about the NFT prices. And yeah, I've had dinner with him a couple times, and he's just awesome. He's just a really awesome person. Sorry, I kind of came back in and cut out, and now I come back in like a wrecking ball. Sorry to Miley Cyrus this segment. IRL, back to you.
You can have, if you want some vintage IRL videos, he let me do a 2-part interview with him like over a year ago. So that's deep in the archives somewhere, and I have come a long way. But I got much love for that project. It was I say Asalytic, not Asalytic, but
yeah, I don't know. I guess I just always think ASA because I don't know. I don't be interesting to see why they came up with or how they say it, I guess.
Yeah, I know that's why the name is like that, but I've never asked him to actually say it, whether it's Asalytic or Asalytic. Ted just is, I don't know what Ted's doing.
He can't come and see me say my answer. He just can't take the suspense.
There once was a token so grand. On Algorand it made its stand. Devin went away. With his love he did sway. Now the community holds it in hand.
Well, that would be easy, and that is Coop Coin.
Yay! I get that.
And I can
you
hear
can't
my
hear the
son.
clapping, but there is a right
there is?
answer. A sound effect. I don't know where it went. Should we ask Teddy the third one? Do you have to pop up, or do you think you got it?
Oh, I got it.
All righty, here we go. An Algorand's domain, a trusted flow, guides users with an interface you know, connects with ease, securing transactions signed, explores dApps with grace you'll find. An ally for algo holders has its designed.
Wait, you know,
I need to get some cool like Jeopardy music in the background.
I know, right? I would be a do. I would be like, yeah, this one's stumping me a little bit. I mean, I don't know why. I'm really bad at like when one answer pops in my head, it's hard for me to get that answer out and actually think outside of that.
Does it start with a D?
No, it does not. You might be able to hear
Flip
my
it
son.
around. It's like a P.
P. Yeah, we're gonna make a trusted flow guide. I mean, is it para?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in all fairness, you know, I have Chat GPT write the Limerick.
Okay.
So, they're only as good as the prompt that I put in. Good day, you got 3 for 3. So that's another 30 algo. I think we haven't decided whether you got 8 or 16 the first round.
You know, thinking back, it had to be more than 8. Like I feel like I named
review is 16.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, I put out an in case you missed it reel with timestamps, so I will count them up again.
There we go.
And make sure that you get credit for that project or organization of your choice. I know we're over the hour, so we want to give you a chance to do your elevator pitch for us. Tell us all about why we should all go subscribe to the next block. Thanks for coming out. It's been a heck of a show.
Heck yeah! Thanks for having me on. And well, I would say this: if you're someone in crypto who likes not only good interviews, but you know, fun talk for an hour every Monday at 1, that is why you should come. There we go. Okay, so if you're someone in the space who likes crypto, learning more about crypto, obviously specific to the Algorand blockchain, CryptoForChange, C-Will, or the Passive Income Network, and JT from the JT Invest in You, we do a show every Monday at 1. We have amazing guests from the Algorand ecosystem, and we're also trying to get guests outside the Algorand ecosystem in the future, but we interview them, and we also just talk anything from generic crypto markets, from pricing charts to in-depth, you know, look at, you know, future legislation for crypto, and even just interviewing a lot of the projects and founders of projects building and just why they're building and what they're excited about. So if you love crypto, if you love just geeking out about the details of it, then come join us. We're a great group of 3 guys who has started about a year ago doing this show, and we just love talking to our audience about crypto. So that is my elevator pitch as my son wakes up.